So y'all, a lot has been going down with Diddy. And the latest of the situation is that Diddy has not been arrested. His house was raided. And it is speculated that he is an informant of some kind. And to me, what that means is that, and I've always understood this ever since I saw, and I keep saying it because that's the moment when I saw the documentary on the Playboy Mansion in Hugh Hefner. And I was brought to the attention that what Hugh Hefner would do was have parties, invite people over, record them. And then whenever a story comes out that's salacious, like Cosby assaulting a 16, 15-year-old girl at the Playboy Mansion, the story's in the paper, but it goes away eventually. How does that happen? Because Hugh Hefner has, somebody in charge on camera doing coke off some grown stripper's ass. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't want this to come out. So he buries the story about Bill Cosby. Anything that happened at the Playboy Mansion, it was almost like they're free for all. They bring girls there and do unspeakable things to them. The football player, who was also Megan Good's godfather. What's his name? Jim Brown. Jim Brown was a huge, black national treasure back in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Black exploitation films, football star, and Megan Good's godfather. Well, he was accused of torturing a girl in the grotto at the Playboy Mansion, which is a low level under the pool. And it was kind of off to the side. The people that work at the Playboy Mansion said they heard the girl screaming in agony for hours. For hours. He was like arming her and beating her. And then there was some type of contraption that you sit on. Listen, if you watch that documentary, it is extremely graphic and fucked up. But it let me know that celebrity men, because they have so much access to sex, it gets boring eventually. And so then they start trying to do other shit in order to keep it exciting, because now they have access to everything. Anything they could have ever wanted, they have it now. And now they're bored. And because they don't want to do the inner work to make themselves good people or figure out what's inside of them, act it out in all these other ways. It's just a fact of life. So to me, Diddy being this person, is basically, it makes sense to me, because I remember every time Chris Brown or a Trey Songz story would come out, it was at a Diddy party. It was at a Diddy Miami party or yacht. Something happened. You know what I'm saying? And so when this story comes out, I was like, yeah, it's just been a long time coming. We already know Cassie comes out with her shit. Then you have 4 more stories coming out, including Rodney Jones, the producer, who was also recording him, going around with him, who said he woke up one night in the bed with Diddy and some other people with his ass hurting, child. I don't know. Ultimately, it's been put out there, and now those witnesses have cooperated with Homeland Security and the FBI in Los Angeles and Miami. They raided these homes. I feel like Diddy had a heads up, which is why he wasn't at any of his homes. He was at the Opelika airport, I guess, to get his drug mule, Brendan, because his drug mule was coming back with some pink cocaine and some edibles. Okay, so everybody can have a good time at the party. All right, I'm not mad at this. But essentially, the federale hood caught up with everybody, arrested Brendan. Diddy wasn't arrested. Diddy smart. He knows how to keep himself from being, directly affected, I guess. But to me, leaving his children at the house let me know what I felt when he was at the BET Awards and he never said anything about his children. Made me feel like somebody that doesn't really have the emotional care for their children, but they see them as an ego boost. Like, me taking care of my kids means I'm that nigga. My kids looking good, being beautiful, that looks good on me. But I did some digging on Diddy and his kids, and I had no idea that Justin got into Harvard and Diddy didn't want him to go to fucking Harvard.
Whoa.
Diddy wanted him to go to either UCLA, one of the California schools. Also got into it with his coach. But I was like, you didn't want Justin to go to Harvard? And
Yeah, that's why Kanye said I'll bust the coach's head open on some Diddy shit if he ever talked to my son like an idiot. Y'all know that song?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made me realize I was right, like about the way he handled the kids. Like you only use them to make yourself look good and you want to control. So that means for me, you've probably been a narcissistic parent. So that means these grown ass kids, Justin and King Christian, are grown. So that means they're walking in father's footsteps to make father happy because father is never fucking happy because he's a crazy narcissist. Okay.
I mean, it
So
is weird to me how Christian is like recreating himself to be his dad, even with the music, the
Yes.
dances, the outfits. It's kind of odd.
it is. And now he's being accused of assault a young woman. And Misa Hilton, however you pronounce her name, child, has decided that she's going to on Kim Pro and order, lawyers and make sure that he's taken care of. But Misa pissed me off because before this happened, Misa was online hinting at outing Diddy for putting her son Justin in harm's way. The alcohol, when I think he got in a car accident or something like that. He was DUI, some shit. And she got online and was doing some, talking as if she was gonna out Diddy and never really did. You know what I'm saying? It was around the time that Kimora was talking about Russell and the shit that was going on with them. So I'm like, Misa, Diddy is the bad guy, but because you see your sons as children instead of the grown men that they are, you're ignoring the fact that they're trying to please him and they are obviously walking in his footsteps. So if you think Diddy's the bad guy, your boys are the bad guys too now, right? So her thinking she's about to sue the fucking HSI for coming in with their guns on a RICO case. And this is another thing. Do y'all think it was excessive force? Because I don't. When you think about somebody that's being charged with transporting people, guns, and drugs in detention with a whole bunch of people, and you think the federale hood did too much coming in with guns, handcuffing people, and putting them on a lawn? What y'all think?
I didn't really see any videos or clips of what they did, but
Oh, I'll pull it up for you.
okay.
I mean, yeah, I saw the video and stuff, but I didn't really think, I mean, it was excessive to me. I felt like that's what they do when they rain your shit.
That's what
I mean, like they come in there, they don't know what you got going on there.
that's what
You
I
know what
was.
I'm saying? Anything could pop off and it could be a shootout or whatever the case was. You know what I'm saying? With the video I saw, I don't think they were handling the boys like all rough and stuff. Like, I don't know. I feel like this is just a deflection to try to get us to have sympathy about the situation and to turn our heads away from what's really going on. But it's like, I don't really want to hear you whining about that right now. I'm not saying that you shouldn't if you felt like your children experienced some level of injustice. I just continue to have that energy for Diddy like you did a few months ago when you was going off on his ass.
Hold up, let me change this background and I'm gonna run this little video. So this is she says the overzealous and overtly militarized force used against my sons Justin and Christian is deplorable. If there were the sons of non-black celebrity, they would not have been handling the same aggression. The attempt to humiliate, terrorize these innocent young black men is despicable. I'm kind of annoyed with her because I'm tired of y'all making this a black people thing. Like it might be, but to be honest, like they might have given the right white boy a little bit, more caution. But
Now I will give her this. I feel like when it came to Jeffrey Epstein, they didn't do this shit. I will say that.
you have
So
any kids?
I do understand. It's not about whether they have any kids around. It's just about in general
But
from
did they
what the
hold up, did they
perspective
raid
I'm
him or did they just arrest him?
That's what I'm saying.
They
Yes.
arrested him.
I don't they didn't raid him at all. And he had, I feel, more legit worse allegations than Diddy. And he
Uh,
didn't get raided. That's what I'm saying.
was it
That's where
Rico
I
though?
connect with her. You said, was it Rico?
Yeah, because the difference I'm thinking is like raping women is raping women, but transporting drugs and guns makes the federale hood feel like you might have guns when we come in here, which is why
I would
they
think
took
Jeffrey
it to
had
court.
all of that. It was like he was damn
Oh,
near
yeah,
running like a brothel or whatnot.
I'm
I would
sure he
think he
did.
had all of that. So I see her point, but at the same time, I think that she added sauce on it to deflect.
Yeah, because it's her sons. I think if it was just Diddy, she wouldn't have said anything. But
Correct.
because the sons were involved, now they're doing too much. But I'm like, but then they're being accused of shit. And it's not that we want to believe that they did it, but common sense tells me having Diddy as a dad, having y'all at these parties, y'all don't know really right from wrong and wrong from right in the same manner when your father is giving you access to this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, I would feel like they probably wouldn't even really have a choice in the matter because Diddy would make it so that if y'all ain't doing what I'm doing, y'all ain't good enough. Y'all ain't like me. Like, think about the way Diddy talks to people. That constant can't stop, won't stop. If you ain't working hard, you can stop working when you die. You can sleep when you die. Like that type of energy that he would have with them as a parent, I think will probably create insane children. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ones who dress like you, talk like you, make music like you.
Like, and honestly, when I was looking up pictures of Christian, if he's not smiling, it's kind of creepy, y'all. I hate to see it like that, but it's something about some of his pictures that just look like
Like he
he
ain't
did
that
it.
man daddy. I mean, like he ain't that man's son.
Hold up, let me.
I mm-hmm.
No, not Justin, Christian. Christian
Christian,
look
the one
Oh,
who
dumb.
look like
Christian.
him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He looks exactly like him. Yeah.
But look at
Yeah.
his eyes in his picture, bro. Like it's something that makes me feel
It's
like you
giving
go
sad.
and it's giving you go to a dead place inside yourself, and that means you go to you could go to a dead place inside of yourself when you are harming someone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dang, I hope not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about this either because that's just the allegation, and the girl ain't even
Yeah.
filed nothing. And I ain't gonna lie,
yeah,
I'm starting to question Tyrone Blackburn because I feel
oh
like
yeah,
as
of
an
course.
attorney, you trying a lot of shit in the social media space,
Yes, and
and
all
you
the
need to
blog.
try that. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
you need
give
to
me the
try that in
evidence.
the. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's like his evidence, his stuff that he's putting out, the paperwork is just so different from Cassie's for some reason. And maybe it's all the video and stuff and the name droppings and stuff. I don't know what, it's just so different than Cassie's to where her stuff came off way more believable.
Individualistic. Like this is my personal experience versus them trying to tell you the hip opera that occurred that night.
Yeah. It's
They're
so
trying to create a narrative for you versus Cassie just telling her story.
correct. And I feel like some stuff did happen with Lil Rod. Don't get me wrong, but I think that the attorney might be adding some spice or something going on. Like it's
Yeah.
like I don't know
I
about
don't 100% trust Tyrone Blackburn either. But I also feel like there is something about the way men like Diddy raise their sons that just kind of makes me feel like it's low-key inevitable that they're gonna have the same type of mentality or inclinations simply because that's who they daddy is. You know what I'm saying?
that.
And I hope that is not true because I feel like we all want to see them as victims to a crazy man. Because to me, you can't tell me that Diddy didn't do this shit because I feel like I've been watching Diddy act like a maniac for years. But back when he was acting like a maniac in the 90s and the early 2000s, nobody was really looking at it like that. Our perception has changed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like we used to think gay jokes and just rape jokes, like shit that's not funny now. Like niggas was making jokes and laughing about that shit when we was growing up. You know what I mean? So I just kind of feel like our perception has changed, and now the same things are not, it's just not okay. We're not ignoring it like we used to,
Mhm.
Right.
But it's just something, and it's the same thing with Young Miami, you know what I'm saying, and Diddy. I was like, why do y'all think that Young Miami is gonna change a nigga from the 90s? Like, nobody's changing a nigga from the 90s. If he was a
Who thought she
dog,
was doing that?
no, a lot of people thought that she was in control of the situation because oh, young, she's just having a good time. My Young Miami's having a good time, and he not really getting her wrapped up like that. They just enjoying each other, and I'm like, y'all, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. Any
Especially
old
not for Diddy.
with Diddy. But with old niggas and young women, there's no such thing. There's always a transference of energy or humbling or humiliation that has to take place in these dynamics in order for the men to feel like the men when they're these type of men. And I think we've kind of seen them humiliate people several times, and we just act like that's not what we're seeing. But Diddy's giving Flash. I mean, not Flash. Big Red. I'll hang your ass off the side of the building. Didn't he? Did he really do that to somebody? I mean, let's not even get into him blowing up kick house like, like
Didn't who something happened with Wale, right?
Wale is the one that they said he hung from the building like Big Red from the Five Heartbeats.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So I just feel like we've let the shiny suits and the diamonds and the brother love and all of that shit kind of cloud from the fact that Diddy has kind of been low-key a gangster this entire time. And not in a good way.
Yeah, I'm not shocked.
Wale said it was a lie, but I don't believe Wale. Because
I really don't quite know I would like to know exactly what's going on, what they being charged with versus what's a conspiracy, what's a rumor. Are the sons actually involved? Like, or are they involved of aspects of the business that's tied to some of the alleged sex trafficking? Like, the dynamics are so complex here. I really don't know what to make of it. I know Diddy guilty of something. Did he do it? Sound like he did. But I don't know how much the sons are involved and in what capacity. I'm trying to figure that out.
Right.
I don't know either, but it seems as if Diddy had everybody around him transporting shit on private jets. I think that's the legalities that's getting everybody hung up, right?
Right.
Because essentially I'm hearing a lot in the paperwork is Diddy will have Young Miami, Lil Rod, assistants, the guy picking and dropping off drugs on private jets, women, whatever, on private jets across state lines. And whether those people want to be there or not, you can't be transporting people over state lines for trafficking in any shape or form. And I think as soon as they catch you up on that, then they can catch you up on anything. Now, nobody's been charged. To be clear, nobody's charged and everybody's kind of holding on to that. I just kind of feel like Diddy I'm not going to get over the fact that that lady said Diddy is the one that shot her in the face. He made J-Lo bring the gun into the club, and then he had Shine take the blame. Like, I'm not gonna get over that one. You know what I'm saying? Because something about Shine makes me feel like Shine didn't shoot anybody in the face. I don't know why, but I've just always kind of felt like that. So, I just kind of feel like Diddy's low key, your shiny, famous monster on some slick shit. And everybody, yeah, he fucked over Mary J. Blige at one point. They had to be friends again. There was a lot of pain. People, Mace is always telling y'all how he happy he got, escaped from Diddy Mountain or whatever the fuck. Diddy father worked for Frank Lucas. He grew up around that environment. Yeah. Yeah. Shine didn't he took the rap. Everybody says that he took the rap. And Lil Kim too. I always wondered about when Lil Kim went to jail, y'all. Like, what the fuck? Like, how she end up going to jail out of everybody? But anyway, we're about to end the show. So I'm going to read these super chats and we're going to get out of here. Lulu Drews, thank you for the super chat. I missed y'all. We missed y'all too.
Yes, we did.
C Fuzz Love, thank you for the super sticker. Dr. Tiff, I'm recovering from outpatient surgery for similar issues. Thankful for a Black doctor who is diligent and cares for her patients, unlike Dr. Jackie. Thank you, ladies. Love the panel. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Trolling. Thank you for the super chat. Giselle was wearing off the rack Versace Couture, the thrifty version of Versace. $350 for common folks. Embarrassing. Do better.
That makes sense.
It does. $350 is terrible for this, though. I'm just saying, bitch, like, you might as well have gotten a fashion dress and it would have been more lit. And cheaper. Barb meets World. What's up, boo? Remember her comment about James Harden's beard having fried chicken grease and watermelon in it? Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, yes. Robin said that, right?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we forgot about that. Y'all,
Yep.
too much be happening. But
That was
yeah,
just like last year, I think.
yeah, no, that wasn't that long ago. That was not that long ago. So yeah, thank you for that. Trolling, thank you for another super chat. NECA's hairstylist played her with that Procon Pro Gel flaky ass clip-on ponytail.
Not
Honestly,
pro con, because
it's, it's
that's the gel that I feel like nobody really know the name of, but you know what it looked like. And
yeah.
once, okay, it's called Procon. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The funny part to me though is that makes sense, and I hate to say it like this, like, because y'all gonna be mad at me, but the African women, y'all are in the 90s when it comes to wigs and weaves. Like y'all are still in the 90s. Even if y'all live here in America, y'all are still in the 90s for the most part. A lot of
Really? Not here.
to me, they wigs don't never be that right. Like, look at her with this clip-on yaki ponytail synthetic. Like, it's not even blending. Like,
Maybe because it's a gang of African women in between Houston and Dallas. But
they
yeah,
have their wigs on right out there.
yeah.
Okay, shout out to y'all. A negative have hers on right though. Shout out to the Texas African hotties. Y'all got y'all wig game upgraded, and we appreciate y'all because we are tired of seeing y'all like our mamas and aunties in the 90s wearing them wigs. Okay, just too much too much thickness in the scalp. Anyway, Amani, hey love, thank you for the super chat. I just went to Katie's Instagram and I got a headache. She needs some help for real. Yeah, I had to unfollow Katie. Katie's crazy, but back in the day, Katie used to read down.
She sure
Um,
did.
Caitlin Dodgers, thank you for the super chat. How did he make you? Girl, bye. Yeah, Giselle. Tiara A, thank you for the super chat. Hey, ladies. Jiz said initially Chris asked to speak to her and she suggested they go to her room. When
She
they
sure
got there,
did.
she said no one was there. Then that's when she said she felt uncomfy. Yes. And that's all still on her, not on him. So calling him a sneaky link, saying he didn't know anybody was in her room, all of that shit is her continuing to want to put sauce on it to malign him. Which is why I don't feel any sympathy for her and I don't care anything about her fucking death threats. And if you had, fires burning on the lawn like you and fucking Malcolm X or something like that, which honestly I low-key do not believe. Not that it didn't happen, but that it didn't happen the way she says it happened. Also, her daddy was colorist. Let's not even get into that. I've already told y'all you can't tell me no different. I know Louisiana men, and I know Louisiana men in politics who think they, halfway decent. They went to St. Aug. They think they fucking special because they not a Pookie and a Ray Ray, and they still ain't shit. Anyway, Miss Cookie Ray, thank you for the super chat. I still feel some kind of way about Candace not reading Robin for filth, for having the audacity to speak on her marriage with her sad situation. I hope that Candace curses everybody out in this next part, or maybe the third part, because if she's gonna quit, she might as well tell everybody to suck her dick. The Quasia, thank you for the super sticker. Satra Del Reed, thank you for the super chat. Isn't Ray J running Suge Knight's label? Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Suge Knight has all the access in the world. If I hear this nigga on podcast, this nigga's in prison. Why is he talking to me? Caitlin, thank you for another one. Nah, you be right. In this video, you say Young Miami was a sex worker for Diddy, and survey says, and you call Erica still sleeping with Safari. I sure did. I sure did. Thank you so much for pointing out those 2 times. There have been many others, but we're going to keep it cute. Ray Dell and Elberstein's cousin, thank you for the super chat. Bondy, when you mentioned the network of content going to creepy people, this is something that people have been warning influential families who make a lot of content with their kids about in terms of protecting kids' privacy. Ooh, you're right about that, girl. Adrian Booker, thank you for the super chat. Hey, ladies, so glad that you're all back. Did you see Stevie J post on Instagram about what a real Diddy party was? He got all the negative comments. Okay, I was going to post that, but I'm trying to get us off of here before 2:30. But yes, I did see that birthday party from probably 2010 that this nigga posted, trying to act like this what a Diddy party looks like. We are not stupid. We are not adolescents. You can have a party that everybody's at with the cameras there and it all looks like good, clean fun. And then when all the good, clean, fun people leave, then some people are hanger-ons. What did Jay-Z say? After the party is the party, and after the party is the hotel lobby, and after the Belvedere, it's probably Chris, and after the original is probably this siesta. And that was him and R. Kelly. So ultimately, bad shit happens at the end of parties. Okay. Kim Cat, thank you for the super chat. Diddy's grown children are victims of this monster too. Grown men and women and girls and boys are afraid of Diddy because he's killed and sexually assaulted a lot of people, which is why his kids are victims too. I'm not saying there are not victims, but if you have victimized other people, your victimhood becomes invalid in this process
Like
of
Drake Bell.
yes. Okay. Like you can't be a victim and get away with victimizing someone else. Like that's
Right.
not how this works. AAA 504, thank you for being a member for 28 months. Missed y'all. Glad y'all back. Attentions, man, for 8 months. Thank you. Kim ate the charges because she used to snitch better than men we have seen. And she was stupid for that because I bet you all the bitches was nowhere to be found. She
Right.
was doing a commissary and in phone calls by herself.
Mhm.
Well, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the show tonight. Okay. All of the Miss Mamas, okay, they tired. We gotta go. Jamie, that's me, BondyBlue, Niecy Dixon. We miss y'all. We so glad that y'all came and fuck with us tonight. We hope we see
So
y'all
glad.
next show. We'll put that out whenever we decide whose channel that's going and when that's gonna happen. Because as we y'all, you know, we work for ourselves in this climate, and these ladies just had babies, so we'll be back whenever the fuck we be back. But we love y'all and we appreciate y'all, and we have not broken up. Okay, but
Right. Somebody
have
said
who
that
said
Ulay's first
that?
panel just banned. Yeah. I was
I
like,
don't-
who said that?
Who said that? Cut it out. We always here. Okay, my girls. We in the DMs. Y'all just don't know. Anyway, thank y'all for coming through. Subscribe to all our channels, and we'll see you guys next time. Ugh. Are we out yet? We're not out yet. Bye.